Welcome to the demonstration of NeSSi2, an agent-based network simulator which decouples the simulation backend from the Eclipse RCP-based GUI and that focuses on the security aspects of networks. Because NeSSi2 is built upon the Java-based agent framework GIAC, it is available for Windows, Linux and Mac OS X. In order to create a new network, a NeSSi2 project has to be created first, since each project contains only one network. Let's call this one AAMAS, and in the opening blank window we can create a subnet and switch into the subnet by double-clicking on the icon. In the subnet we can place end devices. Let's have a bot here, a firewall there, and a server, which are then connected by IP links. Note that these devices are represented by software agents during the simulation. Note also that the IP network only contains topology information. If we want to provide functionality to these nodes, we have to place application profiles on them. Application profiles are basically application bundles with application configuration. Let's have a look at the profile. In the traffic profile we have an echo client and an echo server. So one application that sends requests and one application that responds to these requests. And there are server ports and client ports to be configured, but we leave it by the default values. In the connection between the nodes and the profiles is stored in the scenario, so we create a scenario first. Let's call this one also AAMAS. And the scenario appears just the same as the IP network, but it does not allow for modification of the topology. But instead it allows for setting up profiles on the devices. So we select the traffic profile. And as you can see, the name is now printed in bold, indicating that there's a profile on the device. If we hover over the device, a tooltip comes up, which tells us which profiles are set on the device. If we select the device, the list of profiles also appears in the properties view. Let's just save the scenario. The length of the simulation run and the number of runs and the scenario to be actually simulated are configured in a session. So we create a session and add the scenario we've just created and tell NeSSi to execute the simulation for 5,000 ticks. We save the simulation and then we can start it. We can start the simulation by selecting Launch Simulation from the context menu. But before we do so, we need to start the simulation backend first, since it is completely decoupled. But in order to have a better look at what is happening in the agent platform, we start the ASCAR viewer, a neat little tool for monitoring the agents. And as we start the back end, we can see the communication platform coming up. Initially with one agent, the SCA, the simulation control agent, which is responsible for coordinating all the simulations running on the specific platform. It is currently waiting for new simulations to arrive. So let's just start the simulation. Then we can see that other agents are instantiated, which is one NCA, a network simulation coordination agent, which is responsible for coordinating a single simulation, and for synchronizing all the device management agents that are representing a subset of the devices of the network. And we have 4 of the device management agents, since this is a quad-core machine and there is one instance for each core. This allows for load balancing. And if the simulation finishes, all the agents disappear, leaving only the SCA behind, now listening for other simulations to arrive. Of course, the NeSSi2 frontend allows for the analysis of the simulation results too. For downloading the software or for further information, please visit our website. Thank you very much.